Hello, my mid-bloomers. How is everyone doing? Yes, it's the holiday season. I'm not sure if you're going to get this before or after Christmas or Hanukkah, but regardless, I'm wishing you all and sending you all blessings. So, I want to talk about the holidays. I'm going to throw a little Thanksgiving in there because I didn't do my Thanksgiving episode. And then, so this is a next to last episode for the year. I will have one more episode to talk about the year that's gone by and then what my hopes and dreams are for the new year and to get you all thinking about that and just putting positive energy out in the universe. So I'll do Thanksgiving really, really quick. And I'm being very nostalgic because there's just so many memories just bubbling up. I know that I recall that every Thanksgiving, it was usually at my parents' house. I mean, they're the ones that were considered have made it. My parents grew up poor. And when we were able to buy the house of their dreams and the neighborhood of their dreams for schools, and so everybody came out and hung out. And somehow we started this tradition of someone brought a microphone and everybody took a turn to be thankful for something. And yeah, I would tell you that my grandmother and my mom missed being on the stage because they love to be in the limelight, even if it's, you know, semi-dark lighting, in the basement of our house with a microphone in their hand. But it was fun, it was funny. Some of it, there were tears shed because people had tough years and were grateful. And I really enjoyed that. I really did, though I did hate taking my turn being in front of everybody. And then another memory from Thanksgiving. I had lived away from St. Louis for about 13 years when I moved back in the early 90s, taking a new job. And so here I am back home after all these years being gone. So I was excited just about seeing everybody. And so I decided to do Thanksgiving. I did it all myself, the turkey and dressing and sweet potatoes and macaroni and cheese and, desserts. Well, I'll let my mom do the desserts. So she's just hands down great on that. So as my, excuse me, as my family's eating, I hear my uncle, one of my mom's brothers, say, "These are canned sweet potatoes." And I'm like, "And what's the problem?" I'm like, dang, I'm not my mom. My mom makes everything from scratch, and including the dough and the pies. I mean, all of that. But that wasn't me. So just thought about that for a minute. So and then I think about a lot about Christmas. For some reason, I mean, my dad's been gone for a long time, but for some reason, I've just been thinking about him lately. I don't know. Maybe I can just feel his spirit around me. But my parents really did a great job with showing us so much love during Christmas because one, I believed in Santa probably longer than I should have, but I was a kid I should say, I grew up as a kid because of my trauma. And for some reason, I wanted to kind of stay a kid. But what my parents would do is, and I always thought I'm going to wake up and I'm going to see Santa. But of course, you're knocked out. And then in the morning, you run downstairs, there's the tree. And then the gifts from Santa are unwrapped. So there's a doll or, a Barbie house or whatever. Those things were wrapped. The presents that were wrapped were from my family, from my parents or from my sister. So those are great memories. And, as a kid, and I guess maybe most kids are naturally selfish. Well, okay. I say that. I don't know if that's true, but I remember when our parents would tell us about their Christmas and what they would get as gifts and the things that were expensive and important at the time they were growing up was fresh fruit, nuts, things like that. And I remember laughing and thinking, that's what you got? And I still just shrink at the just insensitivity of me saying that. But I think my parents kind of understood, and I hope they know now that I get it. I get it. You guys gave us, and not just things, but in love. So I'm so grateful for them with that. Um, Now, one thing, I was going through some old photos and I found a photo of me. I think I'm probably like in third grade, sitting in front of the Christmas tree with the doll that I just got from Santa. And she had white blonde hair. And of course, she was a white doll. And I'm looking at that photo and I'm thinking, that looks kind of strange. But that was the norm. There were no black dolls like that. It would be years later that that would happen. But so it's a wonder why kids, or I should say, our age group, our generation, but get confused about racial issues and understanding, what's good, what's bad, the assumption that the white doll is the preference. I mean, it didn't occur to me then. There was nothing to think about. That's what I got. That's what I wanted. So I don't know. Like I said, all of these thoughts are just kind of popping up. So, oh, one other thing, with the white doll, and of course, hair. And kids weren't wearing froze then. That's meaning of your natural hair. Okay, and when you think about that, everybody else, that you go to school with, they're all wearing their natural hair, but we got our hair, whether it was a permanent or a relaxer or a freaking hot comb, that was to fit in. So I just think of all the twists and turns and the things you have to do to fit yourself in, to make sure that you look as different, look as close to everybody else as you can. So anyway, one other thing that I love about the holidays, of course, are the Christmas lights, decorations. Oh, and the Christmas songs. Love the Christmas songs. Johnny Mathis, Nat King Cole, all of that. Love it to death. So this Christmas for me will be quiet. It'll just be me and my kitties. But I've already got my playlist of Christmas music loaded up, pulled out all the Christmas decorations, hoping that the cats won't try to eat the lights. But I'll keep a close I'll keep a close eye on them. But and I'm wishing you all good things with your family, friends, your loved ones. So I know the holidays, they can be tough. They can be very, I want to say volatile, but that's the one year when you're kind of seeing everybody. You're seeing your favorite aunt or cousin, and you have that time to hang out together. One thing I do remember is, I'd say we were probably in our 20s when this would happen. Everybody would come home for the holiday, a lot of people living out of town. And so all of these first cousins, we would just talk about our year and things that happened to us, good, bad, ugly, whatever. And it was a great bonding opportunity for us. We loved each other. And now we're not as close. Some of us are, or we're separated into groups. But I have to say I am grateful for those days, those years of having time together and loving on each other and appreciating what we had. So when you hear me next, guys, I will be talking about the new year, what that will bring, how this past year went, and I'm wishing you all good things. I keep repeating myself. I'm just, but and have a blessed rest of the day when you're listening, And hopefully I will catch you on the next episode. Sending my love.